Hello, welcome to this new video. Today I'm bringing you a match on Gurak Siege, and this is going to be a post-battle commentary, so it's not going to be live, but actually we got more time to analyze what happened in the battle, and also have the time to commentate on some of the choices I made. But simply for the beginning of the match, I'm just trying to pick off some of the enemy artillery pieces. I missed some shots, but I feel like this cannon at that range is quite inaccurate, so not much I can do, just keep trying to shoot and take it out eventually. And while we are doing this, I also would like to point out that for the formation of the team, we have quite too many people on B, so I would just like to take out this cannon, get down with it, and just move to A. We finally managed to take it out, and he actually takes out our own cannon, which is not a problem since I already planned to go over A. I'm just checking for those troops not to come up over B. And yeah, we definitely got too many people on B. I spotted some sirs, easy kills. I'm going there just to pick them off. One way to successfully pick up somebody with your ultimate is actually drop him from the horse with a Q. So you stun the enemy and you have the time to pick him up and throw him down. We don't get the kill, we just get an assist, but I don't mind. It's one less enemy to deal with.
Enemy battering ram has reached the gate. Our gate has been destroyed. The enemy siege tower is advancing.
Now I've noticed an assassin trying to approach the archers down below, and I've got prefecture guards, so I can actually fight him, and that's what I'm gonna try to do. Easy combo to get rid of the spear guard is rush in and use the bone breaker. You immediately break the shield wall, the block stance of the spearman, and you get done with it. So I try to keep an eye on the entrance, check if there are any more enemies, and I'm trying to go for the supply to recover some health of the prefecture guards. We didn't lose too many, but still, we get the chance to recover, so we're gonna do that. We see an enemy approaching once again, and should be an easy kill. Again, easy combo, pick up, go back, call in the prefecture guards, and drop him off. Now he manages to survive the attack. I don't really mind. I just don't want to lose any prefecture guard. And I see the assassin going for it, so I'm gonna help him out. And while I try to secure my prefecture guards, I actually see the friendly assassin getting ulted by their assassin. So I just wanna go there, stun them to let him get out of the situation, but he goes back in and he doesn't survive. Now, I don't want them to think that we're weak on this side and start bringing in troops, so I'm gonna do a preemptive charge, which works, they retreat, so I'm gonna back off too. The assassin has some imperial pikes, I believe, but he's just standing still at the doorway, so I don't mind. I don't really care if he stays there. I just don't want him to get in. He sees his friendlies are trying to push up the tower, so he might be going there. I'm also going to check out the situation up top. But it seems like we're doing completely fine, so I'm gonna go back to the doorway and keep securing it.
The enemy siege tower is advancing.
The friendly short sword actually fell down, I believe, and he's getting chased, but with the pressure putting up by me, the assassin chose to back out. Now I see that they're finally coming up. They've managed to breach in from the tower, so I just want to help the team and block them. I've put the defector guards on halt because I saw this advance, so I was not able to charge. But now the advance is finished, I'm gonna charge in. And they actually broke in from both of the stairs, so this situation is a bit too much for the prefecture guards. I just want to get a few kills, ease the pressure, go back to the supply point, get some more troops and come back in. With this little health, I believe I'm gonna have to just sit down here, recover fully the health, and then get some new troops, because if I start picking up the troops at the supply, I fear I might get shot by a random archer up on the wall.
Capture the point.
Now, while I'm calling in the troop, I noticed that they've fully broken in from our position, and we have very few heroes on the zone, on the area. So I have to make a choice, and the choice I've made is not to go over A, since it's lost. I could try to stop the cap for a few seconds, but since we don't have those heroes that could fight and recover the point, I've chosen to save the troop and instead use it to defend B. So for the time being we got 6 minutes, a bit more than 6 minutes to defend the point and the base camp too. I've seen them trying to approach with all their troops, both melee and ranged, from the wall. So I'm going to stay here with the troop, so I can defend either staircases, both the one that comes straight for B and the one that comes back from the supply point. I can react to both of them. I'm going for the grab, but I fail. He notices me and reacts very well to the attack. Dodges. Little push coming in. I don't want to move much. I don't want to use the advance either. I'm just gonna put the unit on B and have them do their thing. We're also getting shot from the back by some Rattan marksman, the one with the crossbow. So we're going to push them a bit. And they're bringing in some condottieri. Good moment for an advance. I don't want them to start a shock attack, since that can be very damaging to the troop. And while we are keeping some few losses, we definitely don't have the troop at full health, so I'm gonna back out to the supply, recover the health, and go back out and fight. This should be an easy kill, easy pickup. While the enemy team seems to be concentrated mostly on B, so we're gonna stick here. I don't think they're going for the base camp at the moment. And at this moment I notice some squires running from the stairs to where it seems to be our base camp. So this rings a huge bell. Seems like the enemy team has pinged our base camp or something like that. So I'm gonna cover it, because I don't know how many allies we got there. And we just got none. We got some arquebusier, but nobody on the cap. So we're gonna fight here first, while we wait for the friendly heroes to come in and fight too. Now this is turning into a very good engagement for us, because they definitely don't have enough troops to win the fight and not enough heroes. So I don't believe we also got too many losses on the side, so this was a huge move. I don't know if it was a smart move on their part. Seems like the team didn't want to follow. But they might be getting B for sure, since they surely ease the pressure on that. And I don't want them to get that point so easily, since we only got 3 minutes on the clock, I believe. Well, I'm trying to buy some time for my troop to come in and start an advance to halt their troops. But the enemy manages to take me out before I can start the advance. So what I can do, I can press B and hope for my troop to go in the gap and gain some time. And I must say, the Imperial Pikes are very good at this, because even under such huge arrow rain from the enemy, the Imperial Pikes still managed to hold some ground for some seconds. Now, from the looks of it, we're gonna lose B. So what I'm going to bring is, I'm going to start out with some low-level troop. I don't want them to gain too much ground too easily. They still have little time to come for the base camp, so every single meter we can fight on, I'm gonna fight on. I got the last good troop I got is Kriegsrats, and they're very good. They have huge firepower, but they can only fight for very little time before having to rearm. So I'm checking on the main way, but I also noticed that they're coming up from the ladders behind the capture point on their side. And I got the troop oppositely for this situation, just to be a mid-shield for the heroes to fight against the enemy troops, so that the enemy hero cannot gain ground, and this is very, very easy. Now I'm running low on health and we're gonna lose that fight with the troop, so I just wanna go back, get a new troop, a fresh one. Still going to be a bad troop, just some serfs, but once again they're going to be a mid shield.
Position, attack! Form up! Attack at will!
We're committed on fully clearing out this unit of Spear Sergeant. I don't want them to reach the friendly ranged units, and I'm sending my serfs to the enemy cavalry to be a distraction. In the meantime, I'm going to take out the Kriegsrats, and I'm gonna go back to the point to fight for the last few minutes.
Form up! Units, assemble!
So just by eyeballing, I would say the Kriegsrats can shoot for 40 seconds to a minute constantly, and we got 2 minutes on the clock. So I want to scare off the enemy. I'm gonna open fire as soon as I get there, but we have to manage those ammo and also fight on the point if any enemy hero comes over it. And this is a good moment to save up some ammo. The enemy is not doing anything, it's not pushing really hard. Now it is, so we're gonna go back and shoot. Easy kill. And this is probably going to be the last push, so we're gonna go unreserved. So what happens when you tell your arquebusier unit to
Swords! Units!
go into melee
Assemble!
and save up those ammo? They're still gonna go for any enemy in the area, so you have to tell them manually to stay there, to stay still. We're gonna save up those last very few shots in case some hero tries to push in. Nonetheless, this is probably going to be the end of the match. Ultimate push, just completely meaningless. More than half of the enemy team has already given up, so this is definitely a win. Was a good game, So I hope you guys enjoyed the match, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any question, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. I will try to answer all of them. If you like the video, please leave a like. I will try to upload 2-3 videos per week from now on, so until then, have fun everybody. See you.